right, welcome everyone. I'd like to thank you today for tuning in to the Petroleum Club Roundtable. My name is Scott Hippie, General Manager, and today with us via Zoom, we have head golf professional Kyle Boyd and his team, Sean Fagan, Chris Ward, and Dustin Ranger. We are most definitely looking at a different landscape this year as we prepare for the 2020 golf season. And we can anticipate that there'll be modifications to our daily routine. And these gentlemen that you see here today may be more active across different parts of the operation. And you might even see one or two of them on a mower as we prepare the golf course for the season with some limited staffing. Today's roundtable is not about those conversations. Today's roundtable is about getting to know this staff here and what makes them tick, and some good news coming from the Petroleum Club. So really, let's get this out of the way. And Kyle, first big question. I look out the window, there's 2 feet of snow on the ground. We're not going to be golfing until mid-May. And everybody's kind of at stay-at-home orders, and you've got modified schedules. So what's keeping everybody busier?
Yeah, as you said, it's a new normal. We're adjusting to it, but we're fortunate enough, being this time of year, that usually we have an opportunity to stay busy with getting the shop ready, and that's certainly been an area of focus right now. Obviously, new inventory has been coming in. We've put a little bit of a hold on that just due to the certain situation, but there is product in the shop, and we're getting it ready, whether it be tagging, hanging, steaming, and getting things organized. The shop also saw a little bit of a facelift back towards the end of February with fresh coat of paint all over. Looks really sharp. And something that we're really excited about that we obviously just launched this past weekend was our online virtual golf shop in efforts to get product to you guys during these unforeseen times.
All right. So if I'm a member, how do I get onto that site?
There will be a link in this P Club post in this magazine that you can access the website. You should have seen it also posted on both our Twitter and Instagram accounts to see the link there. And as far as it's like online shopping like you've done anywhere else. You sign on, you look at product, you add it to your cart, you can then check out, and then the order gets sent to us. We'll pick it for you and arrange either curbside pickup or drop off at your home here in Edmonton. Perfect.
Okay. Next question. Let's move on to Sean. I see that you're at the shop today. Can you maybe give us a quick walkthrough and show us something that might not be on that website, or something that might be, or what you think is going to be the number one top seller this year?
Absolutely. Here. All right. Don't mind the boxes. But one thing we got here as a TaylorMade staffer, pretty excited about, is the new TaylorMade Sim line. So we have the Sim here. It still has the adjustable weight. And then the Sim Max here, it's going to have a little bit more weight at the back, a little bit shallower of a face opposed to the Sim. Promotes a little bit higher launching. Very forgiving. I was lucky to receive mine a couple months ago, so was able to hit it a couple times. Picked up about 8-9 yards and about 3 or 4 miles an hour of club head speed, which attributed to ball speed as well. Going through the shop here, here's a little bit of the facelift that we did. We put in some new splat wall, painted everything black, and then gray walls, as you can see here, as opposed to the, I'll just call it yellow. We got some P Club hats here. These are our new ones. Couple different colors and styles. Won't be on our shop right away, but if you do need them, more than welcome to email us directly or send us a private message there, and we can get them for you.
Oh, perfect. Looks awesome. Now, sorry, when you say 8 and 9 yards, what's that bring you up to now? How far are you slapping it out there?
About 310.
Oh, okay. All right, let's move on to, is there any Callaway in there, or just TaylorMade? No, just.
There's Callaway there, but it's still in the box.
Okay. So let's move on to
Sorry,
Chris.
Jim.
I know, Chris, you're going to be helping out with the F&B crew tomorrow, a little bit of deliveries and the curbside pickup. They've got a fairly active day with the P Club plate. But what most people might not understand is that, besides being a brewmaster, right? That's probably beer in that cup right there. But you're also a self-proclaimed foodie. So maybe if you can Tell us about maybe the best meal that you've prepared here while the stay-at-home orders are in place.
Well, Scott, that's a pretty good guess, but it is coffee, just to clarify. I mean, I made a lot of great meals being in quarantine here. I mean, probably got to cook way more than I actually usually get to in the summer. I mean, one of the best things I made was this like Asian sticky chicken. We used it for lettuce wraps and made it in an Instant Pot. Probably the most recent one I made was the enchiladas I made the other night with paired with a nice jalapeno margarita. So that's probably the two best meals I've had over the quarantine.
Now, what about outside of your cooking? What's the best meal you've had all time?
Outside of, that's a tough one. I mean, it really varies on what I'm feeling, but I mean, I've had some pretty fantastic meals. I've been pretty fortunate to go out to some nice dinners, but
okay, what about this? When restaurants are open, what's the first restaurant you're going to go to?
Oh, that's a tough one too. I mean, that's really there's some stuff I just can't cook at home. So I mean, maybe I've really just been craving a burger. Like I currently don't have a barbecue at my place, so just like a nice burger would be good.
All right, we just figured out the Christmas gift. There we go. Okay, Dustin, I see Dustin, you're off today, right? You're probably on the weekend detail with all our wonky scheduling and maintaining physical distance and stuff. So tell us, like, what'd you do today?
Today? Today's Sunday, so I didn't do a whole lot. It's not your Sunday, but it's my Sunday. I don't know, I just got up, rolled out of bed, did some laundry, cleaned up a bit, made breakfast, and then actually before this I was watching Point Break, if you really wanted to know. So I was getting into a movie.
Is that Point Break the original or the?
Yeah, Swayze and Keanu, 100%. Yeah.
Good flick.
Yeah, it's great.
Did you also did you hang some photos today too in the background there, or what?
No. Those have been up there for a while. They're the only good 3 that I have, so I'm glad they're in the shop.
Okay, so this is a question for everybody. Why the golf business? Who, what, or how did you get sucked into this industry that we love? And maybe maybe we'll start with Dustin. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. Well, I've been golfing since I was really young, and getting out of high school, I didn't really go back to post-secondary or anything, so I took a lot of time off just to work. And then my girlfriend at the time actually convinced me to look up something to get back into school for, and I found the golf program at Grant MacEwan, and I just did a little research and found out that I could, do something that involves one of the best sports that I've ever played, and I enjoy playing all the time. So, probably that. Just kind of getting motivated by someone else, pretty much.
Perfect.
I kind of knew about the industry. I just didn't know what it was about until I got a little research done.
All right, excellent. And how about same question, Chris?
Well, I was fortunate enough to go to the St. FX High School Golf Academy, grade 10, 11, and 12. And it was there actually where Mr. Alan Riley, legendary member of the PGA, came in and did a little speech to us about the PGM program at Grant MacEwan. And at that point, I really had no idea. I mean, like a lot of high school kids, no idea what you really want to do when you grow up. You have some basic ideas, but it was one of the main things for sure. Also, getting an opportunity to work in the golf section at Sport Check. And then my first job at a golf course was at the Blackhawk Golf Course up the road in the back shop.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Sean, now same question for you.
I kind of fell backwards into it. I went to school right out of high school for my BSc in biology biochem. After 3 years, because I went to the States and came back, so I was kind of a year behind. 2 of my best friends and me, we made a pact that we'd travel once we graduated. So, I mean, I owned up, and we took off for 3.5 months to Europe and backpacked Europe and stayed in hostels and kind of planned it around Oktoberfest there at the Hofbrauhaus in Munich, and whatnot there. So when I came back, had no idea what I wanted to do. Definitely did not want to go back in the sciences. And actually, I know Mike Matuch, who used to be the head pro at Bearspaw, and we were talking. He's like, "You're pretty good at golf. Why don't you become a golf pro?" So I just cold called Kananaskis and started working there, and then then kind of went into the golf I went pro and then the golf management, so I kind of did it backwards. And then here I am.
There you go. Okay. Kyle, same question for you.
Yeah, it was something that I knew that I'd want to do right from an early age. Having started playing golf when I was 9, I fell in love with the game right away, and it wasn't anyone in particular that really spurred me on to the industry. It was just kind of through my own research. When I was I think 14 or 15 years old, I found out that there was a program at Grant MacEwan that you could take, and from that point on, it was set that that's what I was going to do. So I just kind of focused on that, and I went to the program, took it there, and then got my card after my first year.
Beautiful. Okay.
Me and Kyle actually played 3 groups apart from each other in at Alberta Beach, Alberta Springs.
Alberta Springs for
Alberta
our PT,
Springs, yeah.
And what were the scores?
We both got it.
I may or may not have been low guy, but I forget.
The different time.
Those were the good old days.
The good old days, back when I could play. Back when I could play.
Right?
I bogeyed
courses were a little bit more
pick.
wide open back then.
Yeah.
Not as tight as they are nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's move into the next one. Is a question for all again. And that's in the matter of time, let's make sure we keep this somewhat short so that our viewers don't have to be here for an hour. But what was the best experience you had in the off season? Let's start with Kyle.
Best experience for me this off season would have been road trip down to Whitefish, Montana to go skiing with a group of friends.
Okay. First time to Montana?
First time to Montana, yeah.
Nice.
To ski anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Sean, how about you?
I did nothing over Christmas break. It's going to pain me to say it, but I hadn't been back to my hometown in 5 years, so I went back just in the new year there, and I got to visit my 2 nieces. So they're kind of getting to that age where they have personality and they kind of know who you are. So that was good to kind of reconnect.
Well, for a second, I thought you were going to say the chili cook-off and how my chili just kind of stole the show there, and then you got to try that. I thought that was going to be your experience. No?
I mean, that wasn't the off season though. We were already back at work, right?
Oh, okay,
and
okay.
Technically, I voted for you, so I feel like my vote put you over the top.
Okay. Chris, how about you? Best experience in the off season?
Well, I got to spend a couple months in the States, Arizona and California. Played quite a bit of golf too, so definitely playing some golf for the winter was great. But I'd say the biggest highlight for me, growing up in the Tiger era, actually got to see Tiger Woods play the practice round at Torrey Pines for the Farmers Insurance Open, and also his the Thursday round, first round of the tournament as well. So that was probably a big bucket list item for me. It's kind of right at the end of my trip. Didn't really think it was going to work out as far as kind of budgeting and timing, but the minute I saw Tiger was playing, I made sure, found the cheapest Airbnb I could find in San Diego and made the trip down there and watched him, and then made the long drive home back to Canada.
Beautiful. Okay, and Dustin, how about you?
Well, one of my cousins got married this off season, so I was in the wedding party, so that was pretty cool. Getting to go up and do a speech in front of 100 people or so.
Yeah,
it's pretty fun.
Did you nail it, or?
Oh, for sure, it was the best. 100%.
People laugh at the jokes or what?
From what I remember.
Okay.
You can take over member guests from now on.
Yeah, and you're doing men's night speeches now too.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so now we're going to move into rapid fire a little bit. And now, does everybody have the rapid fire in front of them? I hope so, because I'm just going to repeat it once. So if you don't remember it, it sucks to be you. So questions are going to be favorite sport other than golf, favorite movie, favorite sports team, ultimate foursome of golf, top 3 golf courses on your bucket list, and favorite beverage. And we're going to start with Dustin.
So my favorite sport other than golf, definitely hockey. Played that pretty much as long as I played golf. Then I'd say favorite movie of all time. It's going to be another Keanu Reeves movie, The Matrix. Big sci-fi guy, I like that. Favorite sports team. I'm pretty biased. You can see the Oilers in the background there, so I'd say the Oilers as well. My favorite foursome, Tiger Woods, Bill Murray, and oh my gosh, I'm drawing like, oh yeah, Justin Timberlake. Gotta be those guys. Top 3 golf courses on the bucket list. Pebble Beach for sure. I was there last year just on site, just got to walk around a bit. That was pretty cool. And then probably either the new or old course in St. Andrews, and then number 1 would be actually being played this week. It'd be Augusta. I'd say it would be my number 1 pick there. And then my favorite beverage. That's a tough one. I would just say Crown and Coke Tall, something like that. We're gonna be adults.
Beautiful. There we go. And then, so we're going to move on to Chris. And just Chris, remember these are rapid, right? These are 1, 2, 3, let's go. Okay. So when you're ready, start.
Favorite sport, basketball. The favorite movie of all time, big James Bond fan. Just did a James Bond marathon, so it'd be Casino Royale. Favorite sports team, Seattle Seahawks. Ultimate foursome for golf. Tiger's got to be in there for sure. Just like Dustin, Bill Murray as well. Then I had Arnold Palmer in there too, just to be a pretty insightful group. Top 3 golf courses on my bucket list. I mean, I was in Bandon last year, didn't get to play any of the big courses. Just got to play the par 3 with Dustin. But I'd probably say going back to that place, pretty special place. So Bandon Dunes, Augusta National Golf Club, and probably throw Royal Port Rush up there as well, just to get some links golf in there. Favorite beverage, definitely in the summer. Shout out to Blind Man Brewing, a Long Shadow IPA would probably be my number 1 favorite drink out there.
Perfect. All right. Sean, let's go. Rapid fire.
Sports, soccer, movie Top Gun, sports team, the Patriots, and the Vancouver Canucks. Favorite foursome, Ricky Fowler, Justin Timberlake, Anna Kendrick. Favorite 3 golf course. Favorite 3 golf courses that would kind of want to play bucket list: Cabot, Augusta, obviously, and Bandon. And beverage, non-alcoholic iced tea, alcoholic cold beer.
All right. Last but not least, Kyle.
Favorite sport has to be, aside from golf, has to be skiing. Nothing like a powder day. Favorite movie, don't have one. However, anything with Denzel, happy to watch any day of the week. Favorite sports team, loyal to the Oil, but also the Arizona Cardinals. Dream foursome would be Tiger Woods, Jimmy Fallon, and Justin Timberlake. Courses, in no particular order: Augusta National, Royal Melbourne, and Cape Kidnappers in New Zealand. Favorite beverage, non-alcoholic, has to be coffee, and alcoholic, just a cold beer.
The cold beer, eh? All right. Those are some interesting answers. So not on the answers, which surprised me. Cypress Point. Nobody wants to go off Cypress Point? No?
It's a good one.
You did.
That's
You
a
have
good
the
one.
top 3, so
I've been just saying.
you handcuffed us.
It was one of the best courses. And Pine Valley. So Pine Valley, which is like number 1. No? Okay, they didn't make the list. No, Jack Nicklaus. Jack Nicklaus. Nobody wants to golf with him? With the bear? No? Seve Ballesteros, Ben Hogan? None of those guys, hey? Wow.
We're not as old as you, Scott.
We're too young.
Hey?
Yeah.
That's kind of my answers. Okay, final question for everyone. And this is a question that's not necessarily testing your loyalty, or maybe it is testing your loyalty. I don't know. But what is the best part about working at the Petroleum Club? And, don't say you're awesome, boss. There's no extra points today for sucking up. Just tell us what you really enjoy about the Petroleum Club. And let's start with Dustin.
Lucky number 1 again. Honestly, I enjoy working with the team that I have in the shop a lot. I think we're probably the best team in Edmonton, in my opinion. And the sports staff in the back shop, they're awesome as well. So I'd say the team for sure. And the members, of course. I mean, built a lot of relationships with a lot of the members over the years that have been there. And really like the membership as well.
Perfect. Chris?
Definitely would say membership. Out of the golf courses I've worked at, definitely most down-to-earth membership. Very inviting to play with you and stuff like that. Next thing would be the golf course. Really big fan of the golf course. Like the fact that I get to hit every club in my bag when I play there. So yeah, that'd be my main reason.
Okay. Sean?
Not kind of being the only guy not from Edmonton, St. Paul area or Alberta, I guess at all. Being from BC. First of all, like the team, took me in. I don't know anyone here. We hang out lots off site, whether it's, going golfing other courses, going out for food and drinks, going to hockey games and, just getting together. And the membership for sure. Again, same kind of line. Members have had me over for, Thanksgiving. I'll go watch football at people's houses, go to hockey games, go out of town on golf trips as well with members. So, very inviting, make a guy, feel real at ease and, like you're part of the family at the P Club.
Perfect. Kyle?
Yeah, much of the same. Ultimately, I think, it kind of goes back to why we all got into this industry, and that's the people. And whether it's the membership that you have the pleasure of providing an experience to every day, or the team, to have had the opportunity to build a team like I have in the shop and outside is really rewarding. And I wish them nothing but future success as well. And the golf course. The golf course is I believe right up there with the best in the city, if not the best. And so it's an absolute pleasure to come to work every day and look out the window.
Wow, beautiful. Okay, well, gentlemen, thanks. That brings the roundtable to a close. So thank you for your time, and thank you to everyone for tuning in and watching the first episode of the Petroleum Club Roundtable. If and when we do this again, I do promise that we'll get some better guests for the next show. But sometimes you just got to work with what you got. And if you have any questions for future episodes or any ideas for future episodes, please email them to the email that you'll see listed below. And we hope you have a great day.
See you guys.